Yeah.
Do you want to play Loot Trap?
Sure. Just give me 2 seconds to finish doing something
That's
in
fine. I gotta set up the
Genshin.
board anyway.
You normally you have a be right back screen, don't you?
Yeah, normally I do.
You just had to run away real quick.
It sounded urgent, so I just took off and didn't think about it. Okay, I think we're looking at something like this. Yeah, that looks right.
I got a new mechanical keyboard.
Oh yeah,
So nice. And it's so much quieter than my old one.
I thought
It
I thought
uses
all mechanical
linear
keyboards were
keys.
loud.
No, this one uses linear uh red red keys.
Okay.
So they're super quiet. Like you barely hear that.
Mm-hmm.
They have that really nice mechanical feel to them and everything. Whereas my old mechanical keyboard definitely had that clackety sound.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is wireless as well. Yeah, you can hear that's the old one, right? Did I lose you?
What? No. Or are you
Okay.
comparing the old one to the new one? I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you fucking Discord, man. Discord also doesn't like does also likes to cut out when you try to clap.
Oh really?
Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah. Discord has apparently a really good gate system.
Apparently.
All right, wrap this up here real quick.
What are you doing? Sorry.
I was just running a quick mission in Genshin Impact,
Ah.
doing my dailies. Do a quick do a quick pull. See if I get any 5 stars. Nope, garbage.
Anyone who happens to watch this just got a little sneak peek behind the scenes of how some TTS stuff works because I deleted the two hand zones that, or everything but the two hand zones that we need for a two-player game, and then moved them so they're actually centered on the board, not like weirdly off-centered. Also, you can't watch my stream while we're playing this because there's hand cards.
Yeah, you can disconnect yourself from
Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing that.
yeah. Because if I do that, I just
Oops, hit the wrong disconnect. Apparently, disconnect in Discord cuts you out of the voice call, not turns off video.
yeah. There's a different way to do it.
Yeah, there was a turn off. I think it was a turn off video button, but I was like, that's what I want. I want to get out of this video call. But there are no
Yeah.
video calls. It's not how that works. While you're getting here, I'm gonna choose my character.
Let's delete that.
Is it the same thing? Yeah. Okay, so we could be the same character except for this one.
And what do I need? Garfield Kart, right? We're playing Garfield Kart.
What?
Nothing. Should I? Oh man. Should I play this in VR?
Probably not.
try that. I should try that. See how it is on the Quest.
I mean, it's just going to be like a full screen TTS, wouldn't it? Like, it's not going to be anything
Yeah, I
special.
guess like it'd look be like me standing over the thing or something probably.
Probably.
Uh, don't see your host. I don't see your game. Do I have to be
What
signed in?
do you mean signed in?
I wasn't signed into Steam.
Oh, I mean, that might help.
That was probably what it was. I just signed in and now I see you.
Okay, so I'm going to turn off the chat box if we're not using it. Whatever. Oh, of course, didn't turn off. There we go. Okay, so I've given you 4 cards here. They are not straight for some reason. There's 4 characters down, so there's 5 characters down here that you can choose from. They have powers based on, it says roll, but there's a deck of 6 cards here that are numbered 1 to 6, and that's all it is. If a card says you can roll, you draw the card, and whatever number you get, your character activates that power. The point of the game is to not run out of health, so your health card there starts at 8. And these cards that are face down here are traps if they're red, or instant cards if they're blue. So over the course of the game, you're going to be revealing these cards by stepping on them. You're going to be arming them, even if you don't know what they are. Whenever you leave a space with your standee, say I move from here to here, I'm going to turn this one sideways, and now there's a trap. So if you stepped on that, or if either of us step on this, it triggers the trap, we flip it over. And if there's a red part, then it gets activated. If it's a loot, you would get it collected immediately. So in a 2-player game, we need to collect, I think, 4 loot cards, and then you would win immediately. Or you run it, or someone runs out of health. The loot cards and the traps are all very straightforward. They all say exactly what they do. Some cards are blue and red. Those are hybrid cards. So if you reveal it as a trap, it's a trap. If you play it from your hand, it's a instant, or whatever it says. So the characters were just whatever. I don't know how many times you'll actually get to use a character power. I picked the pirate.
People can be the same character?
Yeah, there's 2 of each character except for the wild card. Because the wild card, all he does is swap with somebody else. Mainly.
So are we rolling dice? Like, what do the numbers mean again? Are these the numbers in the cards?
So there's some of these cards here that are face down, or cards you play from your hand will say like roll, like do a roll action or whatever, and you'll draw a top card of this deck, and it's a 1.
I see. Okay.
I don't know why it's a deck and not a die, but that's what it is. So primarily, you're mostly you're gonna be using the cards in your hand and not the characters, but the characters will come up at some point. So here's how a turn works. On your turn, you do 3 things in this order. You draw a card. The max hand size is 6. If you exceed 6 at the end of your turn, you lose a health. So don't do that.
Okay.
My headset is dying because I moved my USB cable. So you're gonna draw a card. You're gonna move to any adjacent, right, any surrounding card. So diagonally, orthogonally. There we go. And you're gonna rotate the card you leave, so it becomes an armed trap. Oops.
Okay. I can look at the cards in my hand.
You leave cards in your hand, yes.
Okay.
So you're going to draw a card, you're going to move, and then you have an action, which is your choice. You can either play a card from your hand, the blue part. You're going to lay a trap. So any adjacent card that no one is currently on and that doesn't have a trap, you're going to flip the card over that's already there, and then put a card from your hand face down and rotate it on it. So that's the trap that's there now. Or you can peek at the card that you're standing on. Those are your three actions that you can choose from. You do one of them. And then at the end of your turn, you can discard a card. And if you didn't play a card, you can draw a card back. So say you don't play any cards and you just end your turn, you discard a card and you can draw a card. But if you play a card, at the end of your turn, you can discard a card, but you don't get to get one back if you played one. Yeah, it says on the reference card, I guess. May draw one if did not play, lay, or peek.
Okay.
And if you peek at a card, you can either swap it with one from your hand or discard it and put a new one in face down from the deck that you don't know what it is. So the objective is to find the loot cards and try to avoid traps. And as we move around, because things will automatically become triggered traps as we move, it'll become harder to move without triggering a trap, and we're going to run into things. Do you have any questions?
I think we should probably just start, and I'll figure it out as we go.
One other thing is some cards have little icons on them, like two chain links or a stop hand or a blue starburst or a green arrow. Do you have any of those? It's in the label of the name tag. The chain means it's free action. You can play it and then play another one. Stop means it's on a trap. If you resolve it, your turn ends immediately. You don't get to do anything else. The multiply means that any numbers on the card are doubled. And if it's a trap that you laid, it gets doubled. If it's a trap that no one that's already out here, is not doubled. And then the green one just means you can play it on my turn, as if it was your turn. So I'll go first. So I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to move, because I have to. I'm going to move here, and this one gets rotated. So it's now a trap. If it's red, it's now a trap. So if I move back to here, I have to reveal it. That's the thing. And then I can play a card, lay a card, or peek at a card. So
you only peek at the card you are on?
Right. And
I guess
you can shift Alt to peek at a card without flipping it or moving it. I'm going to play this card, which is it's a hybrid card, but the top is the instant. So I'm going to move an opponent once. So I'm going to move you here. The card you leave gets tapped, even though you didn't choose to move. And that has the chain icon, so it's free, so I can do a second thing. I'm going to play this card, which is move opponent twice. So I move you there, and then I move you there. At the end of my turn, I may discard a card. I will not. And now it's your turn. So you start by drawing a card. And you have to move one space. And you can move to any card that is like next to your card in any way. Like you can move to any of these spaces. Oh, I should have discarded that one. What? Where are you not? Oh. I'm actually plugging my USB cable. I all plugged it into my headphones.
Like I have to move. I can move to these three.
You can move to this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
I can move orthogonal. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You can basically move to any card that's remotely, like, arguably connected to the one you're on.
Oh, okay. So I can't move to this one?
You could move to that one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For example, if you knew that this card here, if you had peeked at it at some point and you knew it was like a loot, you could choose to move to it, and then you reveal it, and you would get it because it's not a trap. But because we don't know what any of the cards are, we can't risk moving to a card that is potentially bad.
Okay.
Okay, so You moved and play a card. Play, lay, or peek.
Uh, can I target you even though I'm not like beside you or something like that? It doesn't matter where you are.
It doesn't matter. If it says like a player loses health or something, it doesn't matter where I am. I just lose health. For
Yeah.
example.
I'm gonna play that.
Choose a
The
target and
blue.
resolve a trap instantly from your hand.
Yeah,
Okay. So you're just going to throw a trap at me? Sure.
yeah. I'm gonna throw the shark at you.
Lose 1 health. And my turn stops, but it's not my turn anyway. Okay. So I will rotate my health card. So now you can discard 1 card if you want, but you don't get a card back for it because you played a card.
That's fine. I'm done.
Okay. I will draw a card. Oh, that would have been nice to have. Okay, I'm going to move here. And I'm going to peek at the card that I'm standing on. I'm going to... No. I'm gonna... That's my turn. I'm not going to discard anything. I moved and I peeked.
Can you use a? How do you use equipment? Can you use it when something's attacking you, or
So equipment, you just play to the table and it's just equipped. You play it as if it's an instant card. If you drew it, if you landed on it as a trap and you revealed it and it turns out it's an equipment, not a trap, you just instantly for free get to equip it. And it just does a thing. It just does whatever it says.
so I just got a loot card.
You just, what, in your hand?
Yeah.
So you can do a play action to bank a loot card in front of you from your hand. And when you have, oh, sorry, when you have 5, no, wait, that's, yeah, when you have 5, you win. You can also choose to discard a banked loot card to prevent 1 damage,
I'm
which I
gonna
think is
move
stupid.
here.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek at this one. You said Shift Alt to peek at it.
No, you peek at the card you're standing on,
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Shift
I
Alt.
think our characters have the thing that peeks. Oh, mine has one that can peek at adjacent cards.
And then I'm done.
Okay, on our card. Okay, I'm gonna move here. Oops. Move here. And I'm gonna play this equipment, which is a pirate hat, which prevents you from placing equipment on me because some of the equipment, I guess, is bad. But I can still equip another item with it. Does not protect from equip via trap. Okay, so if I reveal equipment that's bad, it gets put on me whether I want it to or not. Oh, we can each only have 1 piece of equipment, so my hat lets me have 2 pieces of equipment. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's my turn.
Move here. Uh, Uh, gonna play this loot card.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
All right. So I draw a card. I have. Oh, I want to put a trap in front of you, but I can't put a trap in front of you because then I have to. I'd be on the only card I can trap. Can I put a trap on? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna move here, and then I'm going to put a trap here. So this card gets flipped back over and not resolved, and this one gets put like this on top of it. So this is a player armed trap as opposed to a random placed trap. Oh, you know what? I peeked at a card and I didn't actually do the peek action. I was supposed to either trade it with my hand or discard it. I don't remember which one I peeked at. I think it was this one. No, this one just came from, wasn't it?
I didn't even realize that that's
I
what we're
don't.
supposed to do.
Oh yeah, because you peeked
Okay.
too. Yeah, when you peek,
Yeah.
you can either take it, swap it with a card from your hand, or you can just discard it and put a new card in. Okay, now we know. Now we'll do it.
Yeah, I would have done nothing on mine.
Yeah, I still would have discarded the one that I saw and replaced it, so it doesn't matter. I guess it's so that when you... Well, no, because you'd know what it was if you swapped it. I was going to say it's so that you don't know what it is after you peek. So you wouldn't have knowledge of it, but...
I can't move through you, right?
So if you were to move to a space where I'm blocking you, you can actually jump over me to the next space.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's only if it's impossible to move otherwise. So if you can move anywhere but into my space, you can't jump over me. But if I say we had like a 4-player game and you were surrounded, you could jump over somebody. But as of right
So
now,
it's
you
your
can't
turn.
jump over me. I put a trap down. That was my turn.
Oh, was it? And then
You haven't moved yet because I put a trap down next to you.
I'm gonna move back here.
Okay,
So I reveal this.
correct. God damn it. So you get to bank that
I
immediately.
don't. I take it immediately.
Yep, it says right on it. It says trap, bank immediately. And the new card gets put out instead.
Banking. Does banking go here? Like onto my
Yeah.
or into my hand?
Banking means putting it on the table so that you have that,
Okay.
and then we put a new card out and you're still there. So that was only your move action, so you still have a... So that was your move, you still have an action if you wanted to do an action.
Yeah.
Like if you had a third loot card, you just bank it right now as your action. Oh, camera's all weird. I leaned forward apparently and didn't realize that the camera was just looking at the top of my head. And not really my room. Yeah, it's better.
To lay this card on this.
Okay. That's your turn.
Yep.
Okay. So now I have to move to a trap, which I did not really think through. So... And the only trap I know is this one because I put it there, but then I forgot what it is, so I don't want to move there. But it could have been a bluff. It could have been a loot card I wanted to use for free just to throw it in your face, but I don't know why I would do that. So I still move to this one because I think I know what this one is down here, and I know it's not great, but I don't think I looked at this one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reveal this one. Sweet! And then we put another card out there. And then
You son of a bitch! How dare you get lucky?
for my action, I'm going to bank a loot card from my hand.
You son of a bitch!
I had that last turn, but I felt it was more useful to demonstrate laying a trap than to bank a loot card, which was going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
I will not discard cards. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to. I gotta draw a card first. Uh, how many treasures do we need to win? 4?
5.
5. I'm gonna move here.
I thought it was less for a 2-player game, but it's more. It's less for a more than 2-player game. Oops.
All right. Well, the bad thing, I guess, right? Not the good thing.
The red part, yeah. Trade
Trade
hands
hands
with
with
opponent.
opponent.
But I don't want to give you these cards.
I don't want to give you these cards.
Well, no point turning face down since I know what they are. What the hell's this thing? Oh. That'll be handy for me to win.
Yep. Sure will. Nice golden amulet.
Okay, so that trap gets discarded and replaced. I feel like the longer this game goes, the more like shit's just gonna just start popping off, as there's less safe places to move to. Although I've got some safe places to move to now. You just don't
Is there a
want to
max
corner
hand
yourself.
limit?
6.
Okay.
If you have more than 6 at the end of your turn, you take a damage.
Okay.
We haven't done any damage traps, have we? I took a damage because of
no,
you. You threw
I
a
took a
shark
damage.
at me.
Yeah, I threw a shark at you.
Yeah.
It's my shark
Okay.
gun.
Are you done? Yeah. Now
Yeah,
you have
I'm
my
done.
gun.
No.
Now you have my gun. Um. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing that. Okay, my move action is to move here. My action is to place this equipment. I have the liar's dice, so now I can peek as a free action. So I'm gonna peek at the card under me because it's free.
Equipment cards can we have at max?
1, but I have the pirate hat and it lets me have another one. What?
No, I'm just wondering what. Can I do the bad thing on someone no matter like at any time? Can I like use the gun on you?
No, you have to put that down as a trap. So like what I'm doing right now, I'm peeking at this card.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually take it into my hand and put this card out instead. So if that was, say that was the gun one, it would become a trap as soon as I move off of it.
Right.
Or you could put it down sideways like the ones we've already done, and then it becomes a trap when somebody steps on it.
Right.
Unless you had a card that was like, choose a target, play a card from your hand, or play a trap from your hand, and it happened to be gun. So since that was my... Oh, that was my whole turn, because I played this as my action, and then I did a free action of peeking. Okay, so I'm done, sorry. I was thinking I still had an action because that peek was free, but the peek was my free action after my real action. Okay, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
I'm going. Oh, I need to draw. Going to play this card to discard this
Okay.
active trap.
Okay.
Then I
All
do
player
something
discard
else.
hands and draw 4 new cards. And that was free because you
Uh,
got the chain icon.
I'm gonna peek at the card I'm on. Okay. I'm going to swap it.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Draw a card. Okay. I'm going to move here. I'm going to peek at this for free. I don't want it, but I guess I'll get rid of it, put a card out in its place. And I will put a trap over, oops, over here. Okay.
What's the point of this? Bad thing? I guess this is a bad thing.
Is it not obviously a bad thing, whatever it is?
Not really. Yeah, okay. Alright. Draw a card. Going to move. I'll move here. No. Yeah, I'm gonna move here. Why not? So that's activated. This gets revealed. All players lose 1 health in a ship battle.
Okay. I've lost 1 health.
Does that get activated? No, it doesn't.
Does what get activated?
The card that I replaced it with.
No.
Okay.
Only once you leave it.
Uh,
And that had a stop sign on it, so I think that ends your turn.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't even get like the 4th action.
Correct.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to move here because it's the only non-trapped spot. I'm going to peek at this card. I'm going to take it and put this out instead. And then for my action, I play a loot card. Your turn. Oh, that one's trapped because I just left it.
Right.
I forgot to rotate it.
Um, you you did two actions, didn't
What's that?
you? Peek you
I can peek
you
for free to
peek.
the liar's dice.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember if I put this trap down as an actual trap or as a thing I knew wouldn't hurt me if I moved into it. I'm amazed we haven't got any roll cards. I opened this once before and just like looked around at some of the cards. And like there's a bunch of cards that trigger rolling, like drawing a roll card to make things happen. I'm amazed that nothing's happened yet. Land loot card.
Right, I'm done.
Alright. I guess I will move back this way. I'm gonna peek at this. I'm gonna trade it. Like so. And put a trap here. Oops. That, and then like so. There. Okay, done. One of the trap cards is like to force someone to discard banked loot. I don't think I would ever play it because like I don't think this game is there's enough to it to have like munchkin levels of spite of like making someone actively worse off. Like I don't know how many loot cards there actually are in the deck. Like we've each got 3, sure, and I need 4 and you need 5. But who knows where they actually are. Reveal your hand, and opponent takes 1 card of their choice. Take banked loot into hand. You may discard 2 loot from hand at any time to discard this equipment. Oh, well, I don't want that. So that's an equipment you would play on me if I didn't have a captain's hat. Because that would force me to take all my banked loot back into my hand, which would also put me over 6 cards and make me take damage. And then I'd have to waste loot cards to get rid of this. I couldn't have loot in front of me. Play with your hand revealed. Can equip new equipment. Wow, that's also pretty bad. I mean, I don't want you to have some of these to be able to play on me, so I'm gonna take the chest. I'm not gonna play it on you. You couldn't have played it on me because of the captain's hat, but I feel better knowing that it's here and safe. I feel like some of the equipment cards are a little unbalanced. Like the captain's hat, getting that first, that changed the whole game. Like the negative equipment cards are now useless to you.
Yeah. I'm going to play discard any trap on the playing field.
Okay.
I'm gonna discard this, whatever you put there.
Okay.
I assume the bottom one also goes away.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna discard that. Alright, your turn.
Okay. Draw a card. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna draw one roll card. And it's got a chain on it, so I can do a second thing. But let's find out what happens. I don't even know. I don't even know what my powers are. I can peek at a neighboring card. I can move once, do nothing, lay a trap up to 2 spaces away, gain a health, or lay a trap anywhere. And I get 3. That's a big old nothing happens. Awesome. Well, now I'm going to move opponent twice.
Womp.
Welcome to I'm moving you 2 times. So you're going to move here and trigger this trap.
You're a bitch.
All players lose 1 health. Great.
Good job, bitch. Dumbass.
And that gets discarded. I was getting there. And then I move you here. I think I put this here. I don't remember what it is. It's discard 1 bank loot. No, I don't want to do that. I hate that. I'm moving here. Here, have a loot card, damn it.
You can't do that.
I don't want you to lose a loot card. The game's too long. The game's too long. Take a loot card. Here, I'll put a different thing there. Now we don't know what it is. Wait, that wasn't what I meant to do. There's a different thing there. No one knows what it is. It's not the bank loot card one. I can go to hell. I already said the game's not long enough for us to start getting rid of loot cards. I bet you wish you had a gold amulet right now.
Right?
Be real helpful.
Are you done?
I haven't even done anything. I haven't even moved yet.
No, you definitely forgot to do that.
Well, no, because the roll card was the... Oh, yeah, you're right. I did forget to... I should have moved first. You're right. Okay. I've discarded that card and replaced it with a new one. I somehow thought that the roll card was part of my draw action, which makes no sense.
Alright. Is the roll deck are there discards for the roll deck?
I don't think so. Does it?
Because
Something suggests that there is?
yeah,
Oh, then maybe there is. Here, I'll check the rules. No, it says once... Oh, yeah, once they've all been used, they get shuffled back in. Okay, so yeah, so now the 3 is just not in the deck for either of us to use the next time. I didn't realize that.
I'm gonna play this. Take a random card from the discard pile. Oops.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. Oops. What am I doing? R. And this one.
Okay.
Can I keep playing links?
Sure.
Refill your hand. I'll take a card. I'm gonna take that,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna play it.
Yep, obviously. I mean, I was nowhere near getting another loot card. I don't even know if there's any out here. Nope.
Weird.
Ignore trap arming and move to any free space. That's kind of neat.
Next card would have been that.
I mean, we wouldn't have known
No.
how many loot cards were left in there. 1, 2, 3. Look at this.
Oof. 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 That's interesting. I would like to play this with more people.
Yeah.
Two
Like this
players
sort of
it's just a little bit too slow, maybe.
Yeah. The 3 or 4 player game, the cards get arranged differently, so there's
Yeah.
more space. And you sort of play you sort of start on 2 sides and 2 ends. Like it's a very long, narrow set of cards. It's not like evenly spaced out, but I bet it's like it'd be more chaotic and it might be a little more balanced.